This is the Raw Misfit Show, where two long-term raw vegans explore diet and lifestyle solutions to modern-day health issues. Today's topic, embracing the C word for long-term success.
And welcome to the show. Last week on the Raw Misfits show, we learned how to pick out every single fruit. And Matt cursed for the first time in his life. This week, we're talking about, and that was cute. That episode was cute. But this week, we're talking about something very, very important. Okay? Why? You'll see. So I don't know where Scotty is. If you are just joining us, Matt is the Scottie Pippen of the show. I am, of course, the Michael Jordan of fruit. And so, by the way, I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying, wait a minute. If you could find somebody more fruitier than me, let me know, boo. Send them my way so I can study them and be better. So we're waiting for Scotty to beam us up, and we will begin once he joins us. Guys, this is a show. Oh, Scotty's here. Perfect. This is a show where we answer your questions. As you can see, I got my situation together again. Looking good, feeling good. I got the background blurry. Oh, he's here. Okay, because I don't see a request. So that is why I'm the Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan always is perfect. I mean, but I just want you guys to know, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan without Scotty. But Michael Jordan cannot win a championship without a champion team. Can't do this anymore. I'm so excited to talk about this topic today. I don't see Matt's request, Sherry. So if you could please get your sniper to alert him that we have a show to run, that would be fabulous. And if Matt requested, I don't see it. So perhaps leave the live and come back, boo. Perhaps. Bro, you don't have a request. There's no request. Yeah, it's not me. It's you. It's not, I usually say it's not you, it's me, but it is you. So leave and come back. Yeah, that's what I said, Sherry. Okay, focus, Jeanette. I want to talk about the subject at hand, but Matt's in charge this week. Every once in a while, we let Scotty, in the spotlight. By the way, I'd rather be Scotty. Because if you know anything about Michael Jordan, nobody liked to work with him. No, everyone hated him. And for good reason. He was a piece of shit. Scotty, on the other hand, has friends and family, and he's a champion, but he also has, a life, and people love him. So Scotty's the person you want to be. But I can't help who I am. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much. Okay. Whew. So difficult to work with people that are less than you. No, okay. Hey, Matt. What's up?
What's up, Mike?
I knew you were going to wear black. I knew it.
Yeah, I just, got off the court, practicing my layup, so I just thought I'd join the show.
I just finished eating a mango, practicing what I do best. Okay, so here we go. Scotty is in charge this week, so I'm going to be quiet and let him take over this.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for another episode. So yeah, today, I don't know what Jeanette shared with you already, but, I was waiting for her to let me in, but, that's how it goes. So today we're going to talk about the C word, right? So everybody knows what the C word is, I assume. Yeah, maybe not Jeanette, but no, not you, Jeanette. We're talking about consistency, all right? So consistency is what you guys, I don't know what you were thinking, but it's consistency is the C word. And so we are going to talk about how consistency is the secret ingredient to your long-term health and success with with anything that you're trying to do, but especially with health, especially with, reaching your goals and accomplishing anything that you want to accomplish. So me and Jeanette are going to talk about how consistency has impacted our lives and how we utilize consistency in the different areas of what we do. So, of course, leave your questions down below if you have any as the show is going on. We would love to answer them. Yeah, Jeanette?
Will you be writing them down this week?
I will write every single one down. Yes.
Thank you so much, Scotty.
Of course, of course. Okay, so what's up, 40? Nice to see you. Hey, everybody else. So yeah, Jeanette, what do you think about the topic today?
I'm really excited. This is so key. It's ridiculous. It's literally the secret to everything you want to do in your life. And also, Matt, I have been studying how to be consistent for years. And I have so much to say. I basically wrote a book on consistency for this episode. And good luck to you getting a word. Yeah. So do we want to do the questions first, or do you like to do them after? What do you prefer?
Why don't we, how many do we have?
Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, about 200. How many?
That's not too bad. Okay, that's about average. Maybe we should do them after. So let's do the topic first, and then we'll cover the Q&A after.
Sounds good.
All right. So let's get into. So me and Jeanette both came up with a list of 5 different things that we apply consistency to, and how that has worked out for us. So Jeanette, do you want to talk about your first bullet point?
Yes. Before I start, everyone, please get a pen and paper, or, yeah, that's the only way you're going to be able to do this, because if you go to your notepad, you're going to lose the show. Get a pen and paper, please, and please write down 3 things that you would like to accomplish before this year is over. 3 things, okay? Please do this now, or think about it, but it's better to write it down, okay? Once you do that, I want you to cross off 2 of those things for now. Okay, you need to have one priority at a time, okay? And we're going to talk about consistency, but it's so important that you understand if you don't have one priority, you don't have any. If you want to be successful, you're going to have to start doing one thing at a time. Focus on one aspect of your health. Maybe you want to get fit and you want to start exercising. Focus on that. Maybe you want to get healthy. Focus on breakfast. If you're eating shit all day, if you're eating non-fruit all day, you need to focus on one thing a day. So I'm going to start. And my number 1 tip, Matt, is, I have practical tips. I don't know what you're sharing. Just, you know, nonsense, but I don't even know what that word means, but a lot of hippies use it. Okay. Number 1, recondition your mind for success. Okay. The number 1 tip that I can give you to start being consistent is to recondition your mind for success. Now, the ancestor of every action is a thought. You're going to have a thought before you take an action first, okay? I know Matt's taking notes. And so now, you create your own life. Seriously. And so what I did in 2017, because I've been studying this, like I said, self-development and how to be consistent, because I was one of the laziest pieces of shit on the planet. Okay? Is shit a curse word, Matt?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not cursing anymore, guys. So, shit is not a curse word. Okay. I was a lazy piece of shit my whole life. I was overweight. I had acne. I couldn't work out. I didn't have any goals. I didn't accomplish anything. I would just eat and watch TV all day. Okay. After school, on the weekends, I was lazy. And that's why I've been studying mental toughness, because I was so lazy. I'm probably lazier than you watching this. Okay. Naturally, inherently. And so what I did in 2017 is, this is a true story, Matt.
I have my doubts.
For 2 years straight, I listened to the same video every single morning. It's called Recondition Your Mind for Success. Okay, it's by a channel called You Are Creators. It is a video by Les Brown. I listen to it every single day to recondition my lazy piece of shit mind to start being consistent, because I wasn't consistent in anything besides eating junk food and watching TV. And let me tell you right now, guys, apparently I was consistent, but in the wrong thing. Right now, you are consistent at something. That's what's taking your time up. Maybe you're consistent in watching Netflix every night. You are consistent. You're just consistent in the wrong thing. And this video really, it's a brilliant 14-minute, 42-second masterpiece that changed my life. And I actually went to the YouTube the other day, Matt, to listen to it again because I hadn't heard it in a while. And I saw my comment from 5 years ago. And
wow.
Isn't that amazing? I love YouTube for that. YouTube is my best friend. And basically, Les Brown talks about how to keep your commitments to your commitments. And sometimes you're just going to have to do it anyway, whether you feel like it or not. But whatever we are trying to accomplish, guys, it's going to start here. Recondition your mind for success. That's my first tip.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, that was a big part of my, transformation as well. And so, yeah, I completely agree with that. My first one is to challenge my comfort zone. All right. So challenging my comfort zone has, changed my life. And obviously, if we stay comfortable, we are not ever going to grow. If you want to work out, you need to challenge your muscles if you want your muscles to grow. If you want to do anything in life, if you want to achieve something that you have never done, you have to push yourself past what you have been doing. So, for me, challenging my comfort zone, guys, I used to be deathly afraid of public speaking, right? I mean, almost speaking in general. Like I just wasn't comfortable speaking. And I remember my very first raw food class that I had scheduled. I said I got into Les Brown, like Jeanette, and he was really inspiring me to push my comfort zone and to expand what I was doing. And so I decided, I reached out to the local co-op and I scheduled a in-person raw foods 101 class. And it was, I literally, the day before the class, I almost called and canceled because I was so terrified. I was so afraid of failing and afraid of, looking and sounding, ridiculous. And so I pushed through that though. And I went through the class and I loved it. It was amazing. Everybody loved the class. I got super good feedback. And from there on, it still was difficult to continue to do classes. I've done many, many classes now at different co-ops around Minnesota. And it's been, so rewarding to have that face-to-face interaction and to be able to speak to people and really to see the curiosity in their eyes. Like people, when they hear truth, when they hear this information, they connect with it. And when you see that in their eyes, there's nothing like it. So that was one of the big things that, really got me going with believing in myself and knowing that if I pushed my comfort zone, I could really do anything that I wanted to do. It just takes, getting uncomfortable and being okay with that and truly believing in yourself and the message that you have to share with the world. All right. So, there's many other things that I've done, like even shaving my head. Shaving my head was literally, I was so terrified, you guys, of losing my hair and of people seeing me without, the hair that I used to, love. I love doing my hair and having it look nice and all that stuff. And so when I was losing my hair, I was terrified. And finally, before I went down for my 3-week raw food chef course in Atlanta at the Academy of Raw Food Education, I shaved my head the night before I left because I figured, these people have never seen me before. So I'm going to feel a little more comfortable being in front of people that have never seen me without hair. So that's just who I'm going to look like to them. Like that's their only experience of me. And so I used that 3-week experience to really kind of allow myself to get comfortable with a shaved head. And then when I came back to my real life, it was a little easier, but it was still very uncomfortable to get in front of people that have always seen me with hair and get in front of them without hair. But you know what? Again, I pushed myself through that. I knew that I had to do that in order to allow myself to become the person I wanted to become and to be able to do all the things that I wanted to do. All right. So I can't even express to you how difficult that was for me with my hair and also getting up in front of people and presenting. So even doing this show would have terrified me, 10 years ago. But now I have developed that muscle, that mental and emotional muscle to be able to do something like this and to be able to share the things that I've learned and communicate my message to all of you. And so that is my first way that being consistent with getting out of your comfort zone has changed my life. And I guarantee you it will change yours as well if you do that.
Yeah, Matt, that's an amazing story. A lot of people ask me, and I'm sure they ask you as well, how do you get more confident? How do you get confident on camera or speaking? And there's no other way than to do it anyway, before you're ready, before you are confident. That's where confidence comes from, putting in the reps, guys. And it's crazy because a lot of people think that people like Matt and I are born just being able to speak publicly. I was also terrified of people, and especially speaking in front of people. And so, yeah, same thing. I mean, I got a job being a public speaker because I like to get paid for everything. Matt's paying me at the moment. I'm waiting for the check, Matt. Yeah, he's paying me to pretend to be his friend. So basically, I got a job being a trainer for a raw food place, and I had to run all the meetings, and I had to speak in front of guys. I spoke in front of 500 people once, and I can't wait to speak in front of more. And honestly, it was terrifying. And what you don't understand is that everyone's the same. We're all the same. Public speaking is one of the most terrifying things you can do. And it gets easier every time you do it. Every time. So if you want to be inspiring the world and start your own show, it's going to be really scary. The first time that I went live, I was shaking. I'm still shaking. I try to keep my hands off camera so you guys can't see. We're doing it anyway. Yeah. Do it anyway, son. I have an accountability group that I call DIS. Okay, this is good timing, Matt. So we'll go to the next thing.
Perfect.
Number 2. I just want to say real quick for my first one, that's not a practical tip. Recondition your mind. Like, listen to that audio. I guess it's not really practical, but I just wanted to say that the mind comes first. So if you don't want to listen to the audio, you can do affirmations, or you can do EFT tapping, or you can just find a way to write index cards. Like, I have all these index cards all over my house. This one says "what the fruit" because I'm trying not to say the F word anymore. And so yes, Matt, we don't need you. Don't worry about it. So listen, I have index cards all over my house. Yeah, okay. You know what, Matt? I'm
sorry.
Go fruit yourself, Matt. Just go fruit yourself. I'm tired of this shit. I want my identity back. I have to practice these terms. What in the actual fruit, guys? What in the actual fruit? Okay, so I'm gonna make that popular. Number 2 is do it first. I almost said do it yourself. You're gonna have to do it yourself, but do it first. You want to be consistent with something? Do it fruity first. It doesn't sound the same. Do it fruiting first. Stop waking up like it's an accident. Okay? Know what you want before you go to sleep. Okay? Every single night, I write something called a power list. Do you write a power list, Matt?
I have, but I'm not consistent with it, so I'm gonna learn from you.
Thank God. I have it. I write my power list every night. Okay? Now, it used to be 5 things on the list. Now, I learned how to work with myself because, listen, you can take from mentors. I mean, us YouTube gurus, we know everything, but not everything is going to work for you. Okay? So what works for me is to write a power list of 3 things that I have to get done the next day, that I want to get done the next day. Guys, you don't have to be consistent. You might want to, and you don't always have to like the action steps, but you're going to love the results. So please understand that if you do something first, you're going to have a 90% more chance of actually doing it. Okay? And so I write my power list, and remember that I think Jim Rohn said it, Matt, and I can't remember the exact quote, but he's just like, You can't wake up and not know what to do. Like, I think he said, if you don't run the day is going to run it for you. The note is somewhere here. I don't know. Basically, know what you're going to do before you wake up and do that thing first. You want to work out? Do it first. You want to work on your book? Do it first. You want to meditate? Do it first. The middle of the day is going to be chaos. You can never control the middle of the day. You can only control the beginning and the end. And personally, I can only control the beginning. The end of the day, I can't control. I've tried. The beginning is the only way to do it. Do it first.
Beautiful. Okay, that's it.
For now.
Okay. All right, cool. Okay, yeah, love that as well. And 2 for me is thinking for myself. All right, so it really ties in a lot with what Jeanette said. But thinking for myself, yeah.
If you think for yourself, then why do you steal all my thoughts?
Well, I think for both of us. All right. Yeah. All right. So I have to think extra hard so that I can, think of Jeanette's thoughts as well. So thinking for myself has always been something that I have really tried to consistently do because, my kind of the philosophy that I have really been drawn to is to listen to all, follow none, right? Because, everybody has something important to share, but not everything they say is going to resonate with us. And so, that's why, I tune out half of what Jeanette says and I take the other half.
That's my job.
Yeah, well, I thought of it first. All right. So, yeah. So thinking for myself is something that, I think more people should make a consistent practice because there's a lot of people out there just regurgitating, whatever their YouTube guru or their teacher is saying. But I have found that, I pretty much live by the 80-20 rule. There hasn't been anybody really that I follow that I agree 100% with. And that's how it's supposed to be. We're all unique. We're all individuals. We all think in our own unique ways that we have to share with everybody else. But that isn't going to match up exactly everything as the same as somebody else. So take about 80% of what anybody says to you, and that is going to be, something that probably will resonate with you. But there's also probably going to be about 20% of what they say that just doesn't resonate, and you can leave that and you don't have to incorporate that into your paradigm, right? So again, nobody that I follow, none of my teachers that I look up to and respect more than anybody, I haven't found one of them that I completely agree with everything they say. So just take that approach to when you're learning about this lifestyle, when you're learning about any other part of your life, that not everybody is going to have all the answers that apply to you. What I'm saying applies to me and it's working for me, but that doesn't mean necessarily that every single thing is going to work the same way for you. So you have to take what I say and what Jeanette says and apply it, and then, dissolve out or, filter out the things that aren't necessarily going to work for you the same as it does for us, and make it into your own lifestyle, your own way of doing something. And that is going to help going forward to keep you successful for the long term.
Absolutely. Callie Love Leaf said, I love all the words of wisdom. Couldn't have come at a better time. Appreciate you too. Thank you so much. We appreciate you a lot as well.
Yeah.
But who do you appreciate more? That's what I want to know. Okay, number three into how to be consistent, okay? And trust me, I should know, because if you just joined us, I was lazy. I was not consistent. I was not successful. I was overweight. I was sick, and I was nearly dead, and I was depressed my whole life until I changed, until I started working on myself. Everybody sees us now, Matt, all glowy and beautiful, but they don't know where we started. We looked like shit, just like you. No, just kidding. I don't know what you look like, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. But I know you're probably not glowing like this, and you're probably not as consistent as we are, because unless you have been working on it, and if you've been working on it, then you're probably more consistent. Number 3 for me is to make it fun. And I've struggled with this one for a while now. I struggled with this because in the beginning, I didn't believe it needed to be fun. In fact, I really liked doing things that were not fun. So similar to Matt, I forced myself to volunteer to run the meetings for the company, okay, that I was a part of, because I knew that I did not want to do that. I did not want to do that. And I'll never forget, Matt. Oh, this is a good one. I'll never forget, because, you know, I've been a fruity weirdo for 11 years now. So I've been living this healthy lifestyle in the corporate world for 11 years. Okay. And so I remember doing a juice cleanse, and I was just drinking celery and apple juice all day. Okay. And, you know, when you're doing a juice cleanse, perhaps you eliminate at unexpected times. So basically, I'm going to break it down for you guys. I had diarrhea, okay? I had diarrhea. And I had to host a meeting for the whole entire company. And I had to speak. I don't even want to tell you. But yeah, it was horrific. And that is why I'm the Michael Jordan of the show, okay? Because I made it happen anyway. I don't know how that correlates to being consistent, but I just wanted to share. Make it fun. Brainstorm ways that you can make it fun. In the beginning, I hated running. I used to hate sweating, guys. This is really amazing because I hated to work out and I hated to sweat. Matt, have you always been a guy that likes to work out?
Yes, and that's actually one of my points that I'll get to eventually.
Okay. I hated to work out my whole life. I didn't come from a physically fit family. In fact, everybody in my family's overweight or was overweight. And so I hated working out. I didn't know the point of it. I didn't like it. I didn't like to sweat. I didn't like to, you know, just like get uncomfortable. And so what happened was when I started running, I started to allow myself to listen to audiobooks only while running. Okay. And so I would look forward, because I love listening to audiobooks, I would look forward to running just so I could listen to that audiobook. And so this made it really fun for me. So maybe you want to make a playlist of songs that you love. This is obviously very, very common for people that work out. They make a playlist. They pair that playlist with an uncomfortable activity. Okay. And so me personally, I'm trying to get to Goggins' level. He doesn't listen to anything ever while running. And, you know, I do it once in a while to push myself, but I'm Goggins' daughter. I'm not at his level yet. So pair something you love with something you don't love. Okay. Wait, I wanted to say something, Matt. Sorry. When I say do it first, I wanted to tell you guys a story real quick. I was trying to get into yoga. In 2017, my whole life changed. I started working on myself. I started getting fit. I started caring about myself and my own goals and learning about self-development. And so I think Matt started a little bit earlier than me, but whatever. He's still Scotty. So I wanted to get into yoga, and I didn't know how to start because I hated yoga. So I used to leave the yoga mat out right next to my bed, and every single morning I would literally roll out of bed before work. I would roll onto the yoga mat. I would put on my Les Brown, Recondition Your Mind for Success, 14 minutes and 42 seconds, and I would do yoga while listening to that audio every single morning. So I paired the audio with the yoga, and I did it first. This is how I changed my life. This is how I got fit, almost fit, on my way. And this is how you can too. Do it first, pair it with something you love. Thank you, Matt.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So we got a comment here that from G Beltron says, since Jeanette said health is 80% elimination, 20% nutrition, she started to love to sweat, and she used to hate sweating, and it changed her whole perspective on workouts that make you sweat. So look at that. Jeanette's changing lives.
When you're doing these silly little reels, you have no idea. You can inspire one person, and that's all that matters, because that person is then going to inspire another and another, and that's how we change the world. Thank you so much, whoever said that. That really, really made me feel good and made me feel like I'm somebody.
All right. Don't get too big of a head, but yeah, you're somebody, Jeanette. All right, so my third thing is goes right along with what G. Beltran just said, and that is to listen to motivational and positive content consistently. So just like Jeanette, we have pretty much the same life. We both listen to positive motivational content every single day. So, I mean, there's no other type of content that I listen to more over the last 10 years than motivational speakers and influential, positive content. So like Les Brown, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, man, there's so many others that I'm not thinking of, but so many motivational speakers out there like Jeanette, that give a positive personal experience of overcoming their challenges. And that is one thing that I think more people need to realize, is that their challenges are their greatest strengths. So those are usually going to be the messages that you are meant to share with the world. So when you are challenged by something, you have a duty to overcome that and be an example for other people on how to do the same thing. Right? So me with my fear of speaking, and Jeanette with her fear of speaking, we both overcame that. And now we're here to share with you who might be afraid of speaking to do the same thing that we did and free yourself from that mental slavery that you have put yourself in. Really, that's all that it is. It is a mental cell, a mental jail cell that you have locked yourself into, and you still have the key. You can open that door anytime you want. You just have to go put in the work to overcome those negative, self-critical thought patterns that you have developed and acquired over your lifetime. Because we've all been told things that we can't do. We've all been told that we are less than who we really are. So it is so important that we take consistent action to flood our subconscious and conscious mind with positive, motivational content. Go binge watch all of Jeanette's YouTube videos and all of her Instagram lives. Oh, okay, yeah.
Watch too far back. There's some weird stuff going on. Don't watch too much.
No, that is where the power is at, because you can see how far Jeanette has come. All right, so that's why I haven't deleted my old videos either, because yeah, they're awful. They're just really embarrassing, but not embarrassing at the same time. They are empowering because they show you taking small steps. And that was actually my first YouTube channel, Small Steps to Success. That was my theme. That was my motto. It's that no matter what you do, take the step, no matter how small that step may be, to something that you are wanting to do. So even if it just seems insignificant, take that small step towards where you want to be, and keep continually doing that consistently. And eventually you're going to get to where you want to be, and you're going to be probably hosting, the show that makes the Raw Misfit show become canceled because everybody's watching you instead of us.
Not a chance. But what you just said, so key. Small steps for years does more than no steps for 10,000 lifetimes. Okay? Small, seemingly insignificant steps done consistently over time is how you're going to become successful in any area of your life. You want to lose weight, you want to get fit, you want to write a book, you want to start your own company, you want to, whatever you want to do, small, you can't do everything in one day. You can do one thing a day to move the needle forward. And we're the same. Everyone's the same. Everyone is naturally, inherently lazy. Just look at Michael Jordan. Apparently, this is the Jordan episode. Is this episode 23? Just look at Michael Jordan right now. He is not in shape. He is back to his regular, natural condition. Without the trainers, without the accountability, without the discipline and the pressure. And by the way, if you want to be successful, start running towards pressure, okay? Successful people crave pressure, love pressure. And I started to do this on purpose with myself. Like these bundles that me and Matt have been a part of. We sign up for the bundle, and I don't know about Matt, but my shit is not done when I sign up for the bundle. Like, I haven't even started writing the book, okay? And so what a lot of successful people do is they sell things and then they create them, you know? Like, I'll never forget, Lewis Howes had a story at one of his events, the Summit of Greatness, I go every year, and he said that he was on a webinar and he sold a course and 50 people bought it and he hadn't even started the course. That's how you become successful. You start before you're ready. And Lewis Howes also, I don't want to give him too much credit because I created my own success. I'm the creator of my life and my success, but Lewis Howes also said something at that event in 2017 that did change my life, and it changed Matt's life too. It's not about you. The reason why you might have problems or nervousness, or you're not starting something, or you're not public speaking, or you're not taking the leap, is because you think it's all about you. But it's not. It's actually about the people that you might, maybe, possibly inspire and help. Stop making it all about you. Even with your consistency, guys, it's not about you. Why are you doing what you're doing? Do you want to lose weight because maybe you want to be here longer for your kids and your grandkids? Stop making it about you and write an index card that says, I'm doing this for my grandkids. Fuck me. Fruit me. Fruit me. Do it for someone else, and you'll be much more likely to actually follow through. I don't know why. We can't seem to do things for ourselves. Like right now, I wouldn't be live without Matt. Fruit that. I'd be at the beach. Probably live. Okay. Did you guys color coordinate on purpose? No, but we are raw vegans, so we have telepathy. Thank you, boo. Watch the episode on the pros and cons of being raw. Matt, my number 5 and last topic. Pretty good on the timing there.
Yeah.
My number 5 tip to staying consistent, okay, is to eat a whole foods plant-based diet for the energy that it will require to stay consistent. Are you smiling for a reason, Matt, or should I finish?
Yeah, did you skip me? I haven't even done my 4th one yet.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Okay.
What's going on here? See, this is why she's Michael, because she just takes over and doesn't pass the ball. All right.
Thanks.
All right. I'm going to do my 4th first. Because wait, that was your 3rd, right?
No, I did my 4th. Oh, no. I did my 3rd. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. All right, just settle down over there. Okay. Do you want to go on yours, and I'll just do 2 of mine in a row?
No, Scotty, just take the ball.
Okay. All right. Got to keep Jeanette, you got to keep an eye on her. So number 4 for me is to exercise, regularly, 4 to 5 times a week. I've been doing that for, the last 20 years probably. I did this well before I got into, this diet and lifestyle, but I carried that habit over into this lifestyle, and I didn't, see any negative consequences to switching to a raw vegan diet. I actually saw much better results from eating this way. There it is. Oh, yeah. and just fueling my body with the species-specific fuel that my body was designed to utilize and incorporate and to build itself with, right? So if you are consuming clogging, inflammatory, mucus-forming foods, your body isn't going to have as much energy to put into your workouts or to build itself up with healthy tissue. All right, so a lot of us are walking around with extra adipose tissue and extra visceral fat and all this stuff because we are fueling our bodies incorrectly. We are listening to the mainstream media. We're listening to the magazines that tell us about eating lean protein from animal products, all this garbage out there that is so counterintuitive to our true nature and to what we are truly meant to be consuming to build a healthy physique and a healthy long-term body and mind. All right, so working out, and that's the one thing I get questions about is, how to build muscle on a raw vegan diet. You got to be consistent. You have to work your body. It's designed to move. A lot of people are just eating and expecting the muscles to just develop out of, nowhere. So you got to, yeah.
But how how did you start being consistent with exercise?
Well, so I was always more of a skinnier kid growing up, and I didn't like that, right? So I didn't like being, a skinny guy. I saw the other, my friends that were, more muscular than me, and so that really just drove me. It was more of a superficial, type of thing, but it ended up benefiting me in the long run because it really taught me about consistency and the power of being consistent and working your body all the time. That's how you build muscle. I grew up in a city, but I had friends that were from more of, they were in the farming community. And so I always wondered, like, why are the farm kids always so much bigger, like more muscular than the city kids? It's because they are living a lifestyle that involves movement all the time. They're not necessarily going to the gym like somebody in the city is doing. They have a physical lifestyle. And so you don't see animals, you don't see a gorilla or, an elephant out there going to the gym. You see them living an active lifestyle, and they've got muscles just like we would have if we were living an active lifestyle. So we have become, very domesticated as a species, and that has made us soft, that has made us weak, and it has made us, apathetic and delusional, to be honest. People in affluent, countries that live in the cities, truly a delusional culture that we have as far as what it takes to, be healthy and in compassion towards life and all these different things. So I think it is just so important that people get into the habit of, exercising, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. I don't go to the gym. I've had periods of time where I go to an actual gym, but usually 95+% of the time that I've been working out over the last 10 years has been just at home, push-ups, pull-ups, running, hiking, doing things in the, outside, gardening and things like that. So, just have an active lifestyle, be consistent with it, and, get a few weights, and you can use those, but just be consistent with it. And that's going to help you the most long-term to build the body that you want.
You don't even need a weight. Get a goddamn watermelon.
Exactly.
You don't even need a weight, boo. If you're eating healthy, you're going to have plenty of heavy stuff to work out with. I did this, guys, because I thought Matt was going to say you don't see like gorillas sitting at a desk typing all day, but he didn't say that, so I just looked crazy as usual. But I just wanted to say, Matt, when you said delusional, so I have an alarm that goes off on my phone. I have like 100 alarms that are going off all the time at every moment of time. And one of them reminds me the 3 things that I am. So I decided one day, guys, I got this from Brendan Burchard. And he said, set an alarm, and every day it's going to go off, and write down 3 words you'd like to describe you. You would like for others and for yourself to describe who you are, who you want to be. And so when you said delusional, it reminded me of my alarm, which goes off. And the 3 words that I want to be described as is delusional, passionate, and grateful. Those are my because you're like, most pieces of scum are delusional. And I was like, yes, I am. So anyway, that was funny. Okay, my number 5, 4, 5, I don't know, guys. Because the thing is, I said my number 4, which was pair something you don't like with something you do like. But I said it already in number 3. That's why I got confused. Matt, I'm sorry.
Okay.
If you hate cleaning, listen to a podcast while cleaning. Perhaps the Misfit Vegan podcast, available on Spotify. Or a better podcast. Good luck finding a better one. So I already said my number 4. So can you please take it from here?
Well, have you said your number 5?
No, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I'm getting really excited to talk. Number 5. Eat a whole foods, plant-based diet to have the energy to stay consistent. Okay, if you think for 1 second that I would be here talking to Matt if I didn't eat a raw vegan diet for the last 11 years, no, I would be in bed like most of my friends right now on a Saturday morning, okay? If you think for 1 second that I would have gone to the beach this morning for sunrise to run and work out, no way, no fruity way would I have the energy to be who I really want to be and fulfill my destiny, which is to force you, inspire you to eat more fruit, okay? No way, no way. And then if you want, you don't have to eat raw. You don't have to eat 100% raw, but like you're not going to have the energy if you're not eating things with energy. Raw food is the most energizing food on earth because it doesn't take away from your digestion. And so that's why I've dedicated my life to try and inspire you to eat more fresh, ripe, juicy, delicious, preferably organic fruit and veggies, okay? And so I see Matt working hard, writing down the questions. That's why he's still allowed to be in this show. And I just wanted to remind you guys, okay, since it's the MJ show, remember MJ's flu game, Matt?
I do.
Okay. Did you know that it was not actually the flu? It was food poisoning.
I did not know that. Wow.
He should have been a raw vegan.
He should have.
I want you to know, guys, it is normal to eat your species-specific food. It is not normal to eat processed crap. And you know what's processed crap? Everything else. Everything that is not in Matt's books is crap. So I recommend you get his books, find out what to eat, what not to eat, and you'll have so much energy that you'll be wanting to be consistent with exercise, and you'll be wanting to be consistent with working on yourself and working on your goals and working on your craft and becoming the best at something, because that's so key to our happiness, guys. And I did a whole episode on my podcast about this. If you are not working towards becoming the best at something, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to feel fulfilled. And by the way, best at one thing. The best at one thing. Don't do what I do. Work out, do a beauty book, do a fruit company, have clothing. No. Do one thing. I'm learning, guys. I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to help people pick out their fruit. I'm going to be the MJ of fruit. Okay. Matt, you may talk now.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay. So my fifth and final, well, not my final, but for this list, my fifth way, of course, is pretty much the exact same thing as my twin Jeanette just said. And that is basically eating a whole food plant-based diet, but specifically a 5-star salad for dinner every single night. I have eaten a 5-star salad for dinner, 98% of the time, 98% of the days for the last 10 years or so. So that has been one of the most consistent fixtures in my diet that I attribute my success to, because it gives me that satiation, it gives me those minerals, it gives me everything I need to complement the huge amount of fruit that I'm eating, and it gives me just that well-roundedness to my diet that I think, a lot of people tend to miss, especially the new people that get into this lifestyle. So that is why I made the book 5-Star Salad Mastery, which I am remaking, and it's going to be a physical book eventually. I'm rewriting it, I'm adding to it, it's going to be better, and it's going to be amazing. So I hope everybody picks it up once it's available. But yeah, so 5-star salads have been a huge part of my success on this diet and lifestyle. And I hope that everybody else, you don't even need to buy my book. You don't need to buy anything from me. I'll give you the quick 5 tips, the 5 pillars of a 5-star salad right now. 1 pound of leafy greens at least. You want to have, all right, Jeanette's going to write this down. 1 pound of leafy greens in your salad at least. All right, so that's the base. You want to have at least 5 different colors in your salad every single night. So reds, purples, greens, orange, all the different colors. Those are going to be the polyphenols that feed the microbiome and help you to produce short-chain fatty acids that fuel your body in the way that you want it to be fueled. The next one is to have at least 1 leafy green herb in your salad. So cilantro or parsley or dill. Get a fresh herb in there to help spice, give it that flavor, that boost of flavor, and really just those extra, micronutrients that herbs are so good at giving you. Is that 3 or 4? 4 is to have one cruciferous vegetable in there. Jeanette, make sure you get this.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to have at least one form of cruciferous vegetable in there. So either arugula, broccoli, cabbage, anything that you like that's in the cruciferous family. And the final way to top off your 5-star salad is to have a homemade, what?
A dressing.
Yes, a dressing. There you go. Jeanette's an expert. All right, so a homemade whole food plant-based dressing, no oil, none of the sugars and things like that you're going to get in the store-bought dressings. You want to make sure you're making this at home with whole foods that are going to fuel your gut and fuel your body for success. So that has been my, experience. Those 5-star salads have really benefited me and helping me to make my raw food diet a sustainable thing for the last pretty much 11 years.
Somebody just asked, so hold on, I love this name. Fruits of My Labor. Come on with that name, boo. Come on. She asked, first of all, she said she had watermelon and she thought of me. Thank you so much. That's my master plan. She asked, what's your favorite dressing, Matt? And I'm going to answer it for Matt. So Matt has amazing dressings in his book, Raw Transformation Program. I recommend you get the ebook today and then get the physical copy too, boo, because abundance, baby. And you don't want to go a day without these dressings. My favorite, even though you asked Matt, but I'll tell you my favorite from the book is definitely probably the cowboy sauce. Yeah, but I replaced the sesame seeds with Brazil nuts.
Nice. Ooh, that would be good.
So good. But honestly, you can use any seed or nut. He uses sesame seeds. Get the book, guys. Okay, and then, I was going to say something else and now I forgot. Oh, yeah. This is so not necessary. But I've been eating a 6-star salad.
Oh, no.
I just wanted you guys to know that. And 40 thinks I'm hilarious. Thank you, 40. So I'm done. But of course I have a bonus tip. My bonus tip, I already said it though, is do one thing a day. I like to call this my MVP, my most valuable priority. If you are trying to get your life together, then you need to start with the power of one. The power of one, okay? Actually, there's an amazing book by Gary Kelly called The One Thing. I do really recommend this. I lent it to my friend Eddie. He never gave it back. But thank God I read it. One thing a day. All successful people do one thing at a time. Like Matt said a few weeks ago, your attention is everything. That's why you pay attention. It's the currency of life. I'll never forget that, Matt. That was really good. And so one thing a day, MVP. What's your MVP for today, guys? What's your MVP? Do it right after this show if you haven't already. Write in the comment box, what's your MVP for the day? A lot of us are trying to be all or nothing, 0 or 100. That's me. I'm guilty of that. Release that because it's a surefire way to self-sabotage your life. You're never going to be perfect. You can only stay consistent. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. What's up, Jessica Boo? Bonus tip, MVP, start with the power of one. Oh, thank you. Somebody's taking notes.
I love it.
I really feel important when people take notes when I don't recommend it, but last thing I'll say is everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. Want something different, you need to do something different. And finally, life is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Stay consistent with the simple, small actions that you need to take every day. Remember at the top of the hour, I told you to write down 3 things you want to do before the year's end. Cross off 2 of those things and focus on just 1 for now. You don't have to give them up. I have so many goals and dreams, but just focus on 1 thing right now and do it first. Every day, do a small action to take you to move the needle forward every day. It's 1 o'clock, Matt. I don't know.
Yeah, I just expect this to happen every single time now, so I'm not surprised. But if everybody wants to hang out, I'm good to keep going. So
thank you so much. We now reached the question portion of the show, and to respect the beautiful, amazing beings that are here. Hold on, my leg is asleep. Oh God. Okay. To honor the beautiful beings that are here, Matt, what are some questions that we got during the show?
All right. So first of all, I want to thank Hoopy Mummy or Hoppy Mummy and gosh, there was other people too. I apologize if I forgot who said that they got my book and they're loving it. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. Some of the questions that came in. So I took, some of these aren't questions, but I thought I would write them down anyways. Let's see. So Robbie 18. Oh, Robbie was Robin. Sorry, Robin 18 got the book. Thank you, Robin. Let's see. Callie Lover Leaf, I think, says, love all the words of wisdom. Couldn't have come at a better time. I think Jeanette already said that one. Thank you so much. Laura says, complaining does nothing. Actions are more powerful and end results. So yes, completely agree. Speak with your actions, speak with your results. You know, talk is cheap, right?
Successful people compensate for what they don't have. Unsuccessful people complain and make excuses.
Yes. Yes. All right. Luna Fiera says, how many hours do you sleep?
What's that? Next question.
Next question. No, we don't sleep. No, I try to get 7 hours at least. It doesn't always happen, but you know, six to 8. I really try to stick within, but you know, we're out here trying to save the world. So, you know, don't follow our example in that respect.
I don't know it. I'll look it up later. I don't know what that is. Next question.
All right. Next question is, hold on here. How to counter the negative benefits of sleeping on a mattress that is too small? That comes from 40.
I don't know what sleep is, so please, Matt, answer.
All right. So I would say how to counter the negative benefits of sleeping on a mattress that's too small. I guess I would maybe try and find a bigger mattress or sleep on the floor and maybe on a blanket, you know, something. That's something I'll have to look into for you. I don't know the best answer to give you.
Try sleeping on the floor, but I tried it 40 late last year because I moved from my beautiful condo that was furnished. Okay. And I had a gorgeous California king bed. Miss it every day. But I was like, I'm not buying a bed. I'm going to sleep on the floor like all these other hippies do. Yeah, it didn't work out for me personally, 40. But hey, if you want, try sleeping on the floor or buy one of those futons or get a new bed. Manifest a new bed, boo. You can manifest a bed for free. I did. I had it on my refrigerator, a card that said free brand new bed, and I manifested it years ago. So, guys, you can do it. I left it in Brooklyn, though. 40, you want it? It's in Brooklyn.
There you go. There you go. There's the answer.
Free bed.
Luna Fiera says that she launched her YouTube channel. So congratulations. All right. That's awesome.
Send me the link. I'll subscribe.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Send it to us. All right. And the last question that I took down, actually, that was the last question that I took down. So I hope I didn't miss any. I thought there was more than that when I was typing, but yeah, if I missed any, I apologize. Make sure to either comment again or send me or Jeanette an email to, what's the email?
I like how you don't even know the email, but
Jeanette made the email.
TheRawMisfitsShow@gmail.com.
That's it.
I did accidentally curse just now. Wait, so I have 4 questions written down because can you see the comments, the question box, or I can just see that?
No, I can't see that.
Oh. Better than that. Okay, number 1, Tessa, my boo-boo. Which conspiracy theory do you guys believe in? Personally, I believe in the big pharma one. Which one don't I believe in, boo?
Exactly. Yeah, that's my answer too. I mean, which it's hard to find one. I haven't found evidence that is true. So, you know. Believe
half of what you see. No. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see in this reality. Okay.
Don't forget that conspiracy theory is a term that was put out by the CIA just to keep people afraid of questioning the mainstream narrative.
Yes.
Think for yourself.
Yes. Is there any advice to counter the negative effects of sleeping? Okay, we asked that. Sorry. Thank you, 40. Sorry, we're not experts on sleeping on a too small of a mattress. Forgive us. How many hours do you sleep a night? Okay, yeah, I would love to sleep as much as possible. I haven't set an alarm in years, personally. And I know for a fact that you can be successful without setting an alarm. I don't want to say how much I sleep because I sleep less than the average person because I'm better than the average person. But I want to say that the most important thing is when you wake up, you're supposed to feel really good and refreshed. And if you wake up tired, you need more sleep, or you need deeper sleep, or you need to stop eating dead animal body parts. Perhaps. Next question is apt to meet vegans. Instagram, baby. We on that. That's where we're at. I'm not gonna say they're high quality vegans, but but they're fruity enough. They're fruity enough.
Yep.
An app to like a dating app, Vegly. I haven't had success on there, but hey, whatever. Vegly is another one, and then Happy Cow I think has a social aspect to their. Do you know any accounts to meet vegans, Matt?
Unfortunately, no. The main accounts that I met vegans on was Facebook in the early days. I hardly am ever on Facebook anymore, and Instagram. That's pretty much it. Those are the two that I met the most people on, and yeah. So I know there's a lot more now.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's get to the questions from the week. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I will ask, and then I will also answer. What should we do, Matt? Should I ask you should we alternate, or should I ask you the questions and then just answer the ones I want to answer?
Let's alternate.
Okay. I'll still do it.
And you can answer the ones that you want.
I'll still do what I want. I don't know.
Yeah.
Number one question is from Marco. This is an interesting question. For you, I'm going to read it exactly the way it is. For
Perfect.
you, is good to eat only watermelon in a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Is this my question?
This is your question.
Okay. So eating only watermelon in a day, I think can be a great thing temporarily. I wouldn't want anybody to just eat watermelon, persistently or, forever. You don't want to eat too much of one thing, but watermelon for short periods of time, I've done it for 10 days, just watermelon, and I loved it. So yeah, no, I would say don't make that your staple, dietary habit, but enjoy watermelon till your heart is content.
You don't want to eat too much watermelon, boo. You might end up looking like me. Okay. Don't play around with watermelon.
Don't say that. Now all the watermelon are going to be sold out. I'm not going to get mine.
Nice. And I went 7 days on watermelon, so 1 for Matt, 0 for Misfit Vegan. But I did really crave orange juice, so I did cheat. I had some orange juice on my 7-day mono watermelon. Okay, that wasn't really necessary to tell you. Next is Christine. Oh, no, Christian. Sorry. Christian. Hi, hopefully you see my message. I'm trying to commit to a raw vegan lifestyle. Sorry. Trying or you're doing? I've been such an overwhelming content of how hard it can be on digestion. Oh, probably I've heard that it can be hard on digestion. And always being in a catabolic state can be bad. Right now, I have mainly all raw with cooked sprouted brown rice and raw veggies as my dinner, but plenty of fruits and herbs. How has your experience been? Is it okay to have cooked sprouted quinoa or sprouted rice? Will a colonic help with the process? Should I answer or should you answer?
Let's hear your answer, and then I'll add in if I've got something to say. But
just say it. Just say it. Just say it.
Okay. All right. So the idea that eating a raw vegan diet is going to put you in a perpetual catabolic state is false. You are not perpetually in a catabolic state. If you are, overweight and you have, a lot of excess going on in your body, yes, your body will go into a catabolic state and start breaking down some of that so that it can eliminate the excess. But eating a raw vegan diet full of whole plant foods that are specifically designed for the body are going to find that homeostasis, that equilibrium between catabolic and anabolic. So you're not going to get too off balance on either side. So that would be my answer. I know there was probably a couple other questions within that, but that's the thing that came to my mind.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll answer the last question. Will a colonic help with the process? Colonics will help with everything, boo. If you're watching this and you've never had a gravity method colonic, then you are full of shit. And so, literally. And so I recommend that you get that shit out of you as soon as possible, whether you're eating raw or not. If you want to reach out, this guy's going to kill me, but if you want to reach out to my friend, Everyday Detox, he can probably recommend an amazing colon hydrotherapist that you can find in your area wherever you are. He's like an encyclopedia of all the colon hydrotherapists. Message him to talk shit. Okay, so next question from Bend My Universe.
I like that.
Sounds like a sexual position that I'd like to try. Okay. Can you eat unlimited calories on a raw vegan diet and not gain weight? I will answer this one, Matt.
All right, that's you.
No. Next question. Okay, Brenda. Hi, I'm loving your channel. I'm so glad I found it. Okay, I'll just answer. Dude, no, you can't eat unlimited calories and not gain weight unless that's your body type. My body type is that if I just look at a piece of chocolate, I will gain 5 pounds. So I don't even look at chocolate. I don't even look. Okay, when I'm in Whole Foods, I don't even go in that aisle. Okay, and so I have a body type that is not typical for the raw vegan community. And it's, I'm embracing it, but most raw vegans are very, very skinny. And maybe Matt can help me understand why. Hopefully he says I'm better than them, but
Book a session.
Okay. So yeah, no, I can't. Maybe Matt can. Matt, can you eat unlimited calories and not gain weight?
No, absolutely not. I would say no matter what your body type is, if you're over consuming calories, you're gonna gain weight. So it's just how it works. You can't really. It's a law of nature.
Somebody said, how can I find out my body type? Put your hand on your body. You're going to feel it. I don't...
Look in the mirror.
Maybe she means like a specific. Let me know what you mean, boo. We'll be outing everyone in the apocalypse. That's right. Okay, next question. Brenda asked. Okay, so she said, hi, I'm loving your channel. To be clear, she's talking about me. I'm so glad I found it. Again, talking about me. Quick question. I was vegan, decided to go raw because I turned 60 in November, needed a big change. And because I was still struggling with some depression, I did 5 weeks on fruit only and then did a 73-day juice fast and broke it properly. Now eating mainly fruits now she's eating mainly fruits, very low fat. Have been raw for over 4 months now, but still don't have much energy or motivation. But the worst part is that I'm still quite depressed. I'm worried about the future, etc., and crying a lot. I got divorced after 30 years of marriage 3 years ago. I'm on my own. It's been tough. I've done fruit for only for months on end before, and it normally makes me feel very, very good, happy and peaceful and positive. Any advice you can offer? Thanks. First of all, I want to say you're amazing. You're amazing, and you're doing better than 99.99999% of the population. That's number one. Okay, you're taking your health into your own hands, and you need to celebrate that and acknowledge that every single day. Okay, that's number one. Number two, don't do another juice fast. Don't do it. The reason I believe that you might not be feeling good, and Matt can correct me if I'm wrong, the reason you might not be feeling good is because your microbiome has been a little bit discombobulated from the juice cleanse, and it's confused, perhaps, because, I mean, this is just my theory. I don't have any science behind this, but when we are starving ourselves, when we're not fueling ourselves and giving ourselves proper nutrition and proper calories, our body can feel like confused and maybe feel like we are in a famine state. And so it doesn't know what's happening. And so it starts getting into emergency mode, like the zombie apocalypse is coming, you know, like emergency. And then so you kind of might, dysbiosis might take place at some level in your gut. And so what I would recommend to you is just stay on the path that you're on now. You're on a beautiful, really good path. And also start to do things for yourself that make you feel really happy, besides eating. Because I don't know you, so I don't know if you had the same problem as me. But for many, many, many years, I focused just on food. Before I went raw and when I was raw, food was my main source of pleasure and happiness. And now, and I would reward myself, okay? I would work out, and then I would reward myself with a big smoothie bowl and all the things on top, and the cacao nibs and the dried. And now, this is gonna make me sound better than Matt, but now I go for my run, and my reward is I swim in the ocean. That's my reward, because I'm all sweaty and juicy and sticky and, you know, all the things. We don't want to get canceled. And so I swim in the ocean. That's my reward, because I love it so much. I love it so much, and it feels so good, and it's a form of pleasure for me. And so and if you don't live by the ocean, find something you love and do that as a reward for doing other things. And just write a list of all the things you love to do, and make sure and do at least one of those a day. I love to dance, and so I just put on my headphones and dance pretty much every single day. And that's a reward for me for just being me, just for being alive. You don't even need to reward yourself. I just realized. No, just make yourself happy. It's so important. And you'll get out of this. The only constant in life is change. Matt, you want to add anything of value?
Well, it's hard to top that. That was great advice. You know, it's so difficult to say without knowing anything about this person other than, you know, what she shared or he shared. You know, there's a lot of different things that could play into why you might still be not feeling emotionally happy. It could be, you know, are you on pharmaceutical drugs? Are you on, you know, are you around negative people? Are you, you know, not living, are you not doing things that you're passionate about? Or you know, do you have things that are, you know, helping your emotional state? Are you spending time in nature? You know, there's a lot of things that play into our emotional health on top of the gut microbiome, like Jeanette was saying. So yeah, I mean, it's really difficult to give an answer to something so specific without having a full picture. And so I would just say, you know, try your best to do all of the things that Jeanette just shared and that I kind of touched on, and continue to, you know, love yourself and do things that are good for your body and your mind. And, you know, maybe I know you said you were afraid, or you're worried about the future and worried about what's going on in the world. Yeah, we definitely all are. Like Jeanette says, you got to keep a sense of humor in these times, even though things are serious and we do have some serious work to do. It's good to make sure you stay lighthearted, find the silver linings where you can, and move forward with hope and just a belief that things are going to turn around. And, you know, that's the best we can do.
Boo boo. The future is not a place you go. It's a place that you're going to create by the actions you take every day and the thoughts you think. And I know it can be hard right now, and life is hard, but you're harder. You can do this. You can get through this time. And I wanted to say, Matt said, are you on pharmaceutical drugs? Yes. Or are you detoxing pharmaceutical drugs? Because when things are releasing from your bloodstream, you feel the effects. And so and by the way, we're going to move on to the next question, but this is a topic that we should do a whole episode on. Because I'm very susceptible to depression. And if I don't eat enough fruit, seriously, if I don't eat properly for a few days, I will become depressed. I will start to feel down. Seriously, guys. And so it's not something that I don't need to work on, okay, every single day. All right, next question. Oh, I wanted to acknowledge, Raphael said, yeah, I messed up my microbiome doing too many extended juice cleanses and then switching back to vegan shortly after. Yes, by the way, Raphael, the body is extremely resilient. And so you may have messed it up, but the body is it can come back like that. What's the word I'm looking for, Matt? The body...
Rebound? Come on, Mike.
Rebound. That's not the word,
Rebound.
but the body can come back. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Seriously, the body is super, super resilient. Yeah. Matt, don't even try to think of the word because there is no word. Okay. Sasha. Oh, what is this? Is this a question or did I just put this here because I wanted to read it out loud? Sasha said, it's all about money and looks. I came on your channel, Jeanette, through Eli Martyr, but this is really strange. God only knows what video this is on. I told you guys, don't go too far back. Much love, and I hope you will choose your heart, not only talking about it. Whew. I am online too, showing myself. So this is not an attack on you as an individual, just what my intuition tells me about your presentation style and how you talk and hide things, for example. I will write a book about this. So I said in the video, I will write a book about this. It just makes people curious and you give no information. Why not just real talk about what you're really doing? Oh, there's the question. I think you would find more real people and real love in life. I wish you all the best. You're probably right, boo. You're probably right. Because I don't have real people or love in my life. I just have fruit. I'm going to take your advice, boo. I'm going to do less talking and more walking. Less complaining and more training. I appreciate that comment. Thank you. Next. Adriel XO. Beautiful photo. When I got the vid.
Oh, canceled.
I craved my homemade from scratch minestrone soup. Matt, this is a question for you, so please pay attention.
Okay.
I bought all organic. I bought all organic items and ate the soup. It lasted me 4 days. Very specific question. Wow. Okay. I love the details. Can you please explain to me why I have the craving for cooked vegetables ever since? It's horrible. I've been raw since February. Ever since I got the vid 2 to 3 weeks ago, I have struggled eating raw again. Help.
Okay, wow. Well, what I'm going to say is that, you know, there could be a lot of reasons for this. Again, I would need a whole background on this person to know all the different factors. You know, what medications did you take during this, you know, process, if any. But what I will say is that life is everything is, you know, frequency, which is a wave, right? Ups and downs, ups and downs. So the raw vegan diet is no different in my experience. So I have done this as well. There's points in times where I have felt, you know, like, you know, for whatever reason, I wanted to include some cooked food into my 5-star salads, right? And then months go by where I don't include it. Jeanette's way better than me. So yeah, don't listen to her. So yeah, you know what, if you are truly feeling drawn to your minestrone and it's, you know, doesn't have any of the hyper stimulating products in there like salt, sugar, or oil, then, you know, if it's a whole natural, healthy plant food, I would say go with that, because let's face it, you're not harming yourself by consuming a little bit of whole, healthy, consciously cooked plant foods. And so I would say to, you know, and this is just my approach. This might not be the right approach. Jeanette might take a different approach than this, but I would personally go with that feeling and I would include it, but do not ever let the cooked food displace your raw food, right? Because then you run into issues. If you start getting if you lessen the amount of raw food in your diet and you let the cooked food just keep expanding, that's where people get into trouble. So you got to have, like in my book, the 21-day raw transformation program, you want to create, yes, you want to create strategic, intelligent boundaries for yourself to be able to bounce back and forth between, because life is not you know, everything in life is going to fluctuate a little bit. And so you got to just be flexible, go with the flow. If you're really craving the minestrone that you're making, it's all whole, healthy plant foods, maybe have a little bit, but make sure you're having it with a big salad, right? 5-star salad if possible, maybe a 6-star like Jeanette. And just you go with it, and then eventually you'll see that maybe that craving will go away. And that's how it works for me. I'll include a little bit of like potatoes or lentils or something into my salad, maybe like a soup, like you're saying. And then after a while, I just no longer want to include that anymore. So it's just ups and downs. And again, I don't know where you live or, you know, the different circumstances you're facing. So that would be my advice, is to not fight these things. If it's a whole healthy plant meal, then, you know, my opinion is you're okay.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody asked, so 40, thank you for being here. They said, 40 said, I'm not sure who said it, but if you're eating 80% raw, then you're doing amazing. Yes, I probably said that. Somebody said, what about dehydrated foods? That's going to dehydrate you. You want to be dehydrated? Eat dehydrated foods. You want to be juicy, sweet, vibrant, colorful, alive? Eat alive, vibrant, colorful foods.
Yes.
I can't say it any better than that. Fruit Nature Beast. You crave what you eat, Misfit Vegan. Yes, that is a fact. I can't read. Lala Tadsata said, what is the sixth? I'm writing a book on it now. I'm writing 6-star salad book, so I'm not going to say, but it's the key. It's the key. Because 5-star salads, sure, they're good. But if you want to be the best, why do I have no life, Matt? Okay. So let's continue. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Let's continue. We shall wrap this up in 6 minutes or less, I believe. I believe I can do it.
Okay.
Vama asked, hi, I love your vegan journey. Talking about me. Actually envious. Was wondering, what do you actually do at the beach? Oh my God. Okay, this question is stupid. I'm skipping that. I have so many questions. Catherine K asked, Jeanette, what kind of juicer do you recommend? Okay, good question. I personally recommend an Omega 8006. This is my favorite juicer. Don't even say it, Matt, because if you have a juicer, I'm canceling the show. Don't even say it. This is the juicer that has lasted me since 2012, maybe 11. I can't remember. I love this juicer. Oh, unfortunately, I gave it to my mom because when I came here from Brooklyn, I came with a suitcase. Okay, I just left my life. I didn't come with a U-Haul. I came here with one suitcase, and so I left everything besides my Vitamix. Okay, I left everything that I accumulated. I just brought my watermelon accessories and my Vitamix, and I left my juicer in Brooklyn. So my mom is using it. She better be. And I now use, I should have got the Omega again, but I got the Namawell J1 juicer. It's a piece of shit.
Luna Fiera has Nama too.
Yeah, okay, Matt. I can't, please. I'm saying okay because, okay, what kind of juicer do you have, Matt? Because we're going to have this on YouTube and they're not going to see the comments.
Right. All right. So I have the 8006 since 2011. So, I mean, if you need to know anything about Jeanette, just ask me about my experience and it'll be the same.
It's really getting scary to me, guys, because I don't know if I've been stalking Matt since 2011 or he's been stalking me. This is scary to me. It's really scary. So if anybody can help me understand, please. Number one. I wrote number one because we have 100 more. Okay, really fast, Matt, really fast. Are fermented foods healthy? Do you eat them?
I think they can be a healthy addition to the diet. I don't normally eat them, but I do include them every once in a while. I don't think they're necessary, but I think they can be included in a healthy way.
How much fruit should you eat for a normal amount of protein? I'll answer this.
Okay.
We'll alternate.
Yeah.
As much fruit as possible. Number 3, does lightly toasting veggies make them cooked? I don't have a dehydrator.
Well, if it's over 118 degrees, technically you're killing the enzymes. It would technically be cooked, but you know, do your best.
I thought you were gonna say, "Do you, boo?" And then I was gonna cut the camera. Does ever did a solid food vacation juice feast for how long? Okay, I did many in my life. The longest one I did was 35 days. How long was your long? Oh yeah, 35. Okay.
35. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, Matt. Now he's just making fun of me. So
I have a video on my YouTube channel telling you, so you can check it out. It's there.
So annoying. I want to be an individual again.
No.
I'm so annoyed. Okay. Annie said, "You two are the most." This is not a question, but I needed to comment on this. You two are the most normal-looking raw vegans I've ever seen. Okay, this is not a question, but I needed to address this. Okay. Yes, to the untrained eye, we look normal. But rest assured, there's nothing normal going on here.
No.
Let's move on. Next question. I have more to say on that, but we're running out of time. You have no idea what's going on here. Marco, do you have any tips on gaining weight?
Eat more calories. Be more active. That would be my advice.
Yes. Erica asked, "Hi, Jeanette. I really enjoy your page." I'm Jeanette. "And all the info you share. I wanted to ask if you could explain more about your gravity colonic experience. I live in LA and I found a place to do it, but I'm kind of nervous about going through with it. More info and any tips, advice, suggestions would be great to know." Yes, it's normal you're nervous. Who doesn't get... I want to say stuff, but I don't know if kids are watching. Who doesn't get nervous before something is up your butt? Of course you're nervous, of course. That was the PG version. Okay, so first of all, I want you to relax. It's not a invasive procedure, although you're getting a tube up your butt. It's not exactly not invasive, but it's not a party in your pants, no. So what I would recommend is find a referral. That's number one. If anybody lives in New York, I can certainly refer you to the best colon hydrotherapist in the world. His name is Gil Jacobs. I'm going to interview him soon. He is a national treasure. Seriously, he is an amazing guy. I'm sure Matt will get an interview first, and then say that it was on his channel 11 years ago. Okay, so, but relax. It's not invasive. You don't go to sleep. It doesn't hurt. And they often have two sizes of the tubes. If you ask for the smaller one, perhaps that'll be a better fit. Okay. I always get the smaller one because, we don't have to go into details. Okay. But, that's that. Matt, when did you get your first colonic?
2011.
Yes, of course. Okay.
Yeah. Just like you.
Yes, of course. Is a colonic, okay, Ali asked, is a colonic like an enema? What is the difference? I've never done either. Matt, this is the last question, so why don't you answer it?
Okay, thank you. So a colonic is similar, but it is not the same. A colonic will go through the entire colon, whereas a enema will only go up, I think it's a few feet, into the 3 feet, yeah, into the last section of the colon, the descending and the sigmoid. So you want to make sure that you are, if you're needing to do a real good evacuation of the bowels, a colonic would be much better because it will get through the entire colon.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were done. I wasn't listening. Okay. So guys, that is all we have for the show. I wanted to, we have a few more questions. Oh my God.
Sorry. Yeah.
But Awa just joined.
Awa, what's up?
That's my best friend, Matt.
Oh,
so you
sorry.
can just stay away from her before you become her best friend.
I'm coming down to Florida to meet her, so.
And then you make a video about it 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, Awa, I'm getting excited. Okay, so last question, or we have a few more, but what's your favorite greens for your salad? Matt, I had no idea that arugula was a cruciferous vegetable. Is that true, or did you make that up?
I made it up, but it's true.
Wait. Dude, I didn't know that because I don't really eat too many cruciferous vegetables.
Yep.
Awa trying to get involved. You know what, Awa? You know what? You can go fruit yourself, okay? Trying to ask questions and get involved. Meanwhile, last night, I was trying to do a podcast with this fruity hoe. Am I still allowed to say hoe? I don't even know.
I think so.
What did I ask you, Matt? Oh, your favorite green.
Yeah. Okay, so my favorite my favorite green, arugula is definitely one of them. Arugula, I mean, I love so many greens. I love butter lettuce. I love kale. I love romaine. But yeah, probably arugula, and I do love mustard greens as well. I haven't had them for years though, because I can't find them. But mustard greens are one that I always used to like. But yeah, those are some of my tops.
Yeah, I like romaine, yeah, spinach, arugula I love. I don't eat butter lettuce because I'm vegan level 100, and so I'm better than Matt at all things. No, I do love butter lettuce. It's like the best. Oh, Celine loves butter lettuce too. Literally, it's the best digesting green, right?
One of them, yeah, for sure.
It's the easiest to digest, and it's so sweet and delicious. I like the baby romaine too, and so
Ooh, yeah.
that's it. That is it. Any words you would like to leave us with, Matt? Any words of wisdom or 5-star saladry you'd like to leave us with?
Yeah, aren't I the host?
Oh,
What's happening here? Yes. Okay. So my words to part with would be, definitely watch this episode again, go through all of these tips on consistency and how they can change your life. Just do your best, do you, boo, as Jeanette would say. And, if you ever want to hear more about how me and Jeanette have the same life, tune in next week. We might do a show just on the similarities of our life. So that's what I got.
so no, seriously, I pride myself. I'm not joking, Matt. I pride myself on being an individual, being a weirdo, perhaps. And so this is some bull. This is some bull fruit. But the last thing I'd like to leave us with, metabolism effects are after 40 on a raw vegan diet. Anything to stay away from to keep the flow of there's probably more questions. I'm sorry that we didn't get to them all. Matt was supposed to record them all. I don't know what he's doing. He's fooling around.
Let me write.
Trying to eat fruit and be cute and, pretend to be me 11 years ago. And so that's a good question. Yes, your metabolism may slow down, but anything to stay away from? Yeah. Anything that's not a fruit or vegetable, boo. I don't know. The last thing I'll say is our tongue is the rudder that steers our life in a positive or negative direction. And so if you want to be consistent, because remember, Matt, that was the show topic about 2 years ago, 11 years ago, I'm sure you made a video.
Yep.
If you want to be consistent, you're going to have to change your words, change your thoughts, change your actions. All your actions start with a thought, okay? And so if you keep saying something's hard, it's going to be harder. If you keep saying something's easy, like I guarantee you, if you ask Matt, if you wake up Matt in the middle of the night and be like, Matt, is it easy or hard to eat a raw vegan diet? He's like, it's easy. I don't know why that's how I wanted to ask him, but that's how it's going to be. If you think it's hard, it's going to be hard. And Awa's favorite expression, he who says he can and he who says he can't, are both usually right.
I love
say that. I say it all the time. She hates me. Hates me for it. And I love it. I love you guys. I thank you so much. Matt's in charge. So I'll just say, don't forget, if you want to stay cute, you got to eat fruit.
So true. So true. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us again for this episode of the Raw Misfit Show. Tune in next week. We haven't determined the episode theme, but that's Jeanette's job. So if it doesn't come out for, another few days, it's all her fault. You can send her a DM, let her know how upset you are. And so thank you, Jeanette. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you and everybody else. So we will see you in the next video. Always watch the Raw Misfit Show.
Okay. Always go to myrawintuition.com to see what I would think and what I would do for 11 years. Okay, thank you guys so much.
All right.
Thank you, Celine. Great episode. Thank you, boo.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching the Raw Misfit Show. Tune in next week for another exciting episode.